ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
Yeah, audience question is that in Alvar Tirunagari there is a bhavishyadhAchArya's vigraham which was given by namAzhwAr to Madhurkavi Alvar.
Right.
And even in the Ityasam it is said, another Ityasam it is said that namAzhwAr also gave bhavishyadhAchArya's vigraham to nAthamunigaL. So
Right.
what happened to that vigraham which was given to nAthamunigaL Swami? That is audience question.
Okay. It's actually a very interesting question.
And even some say that even it was in Tirupur, so it got merged into Embirmanar when he came, they say. So they will also throw a light on that as well.
BhavishyadhAchArya Tirumeni Vigraham, we know that there are two references for the same. One is nammAzhwAr giving Madhurkavi Alvar the bhavishyadhAchArya Vigraham. That is the one when nammAzhwAr was going to ascend to Paramapadam. That time Madhurkavi Alvar is praying and asking, how are we going to live without you? So at that time nammAzhwAr says, you boil the Tamarabharani river water and you will get my Vigraham. And when Madhurkavi Alvar boils the Tamarabharani river, he gets a Vigraham. And to his surprise, in that Vigraham, he is seeing Anjali Hastam. That is, the Vigraham appears to be having joined palms. So Madhurkavi Alvar is asking nammAzhwAr, you are our Guru, you are our Acharya. We expected that your form will be having Upadesha Mudra, but we are seeing that there is Anjali Mudra. So what is the reason for this? And we don't like to see you in this form. We like to see you in the Upadesha Mudra form. So at that time nammAzhwAr says, this is the Vigraham or the divine form of a great Acharya who is going to appear in the future. That is 4,000 years later. So nammAzhwAr's time is usually said to be 5,000 years before. So at that time he says, after 4,000 years, this great personality will come into this world and he will reform everyone and he will bring our Vaishnava Sampradayam to a great height. Hearing that, Madhurkavi Alvar becomes very happy that, okay, we are very fortunate to have such great personalities Vigraham. And he again insists though that I still want your Vigraham. So nammAzhwAr says, you boil the water again and you will get my Vigraham. And then Madhurkavi Alvar follows and he gets another Vigraham. So these two Vigrahams, Ramanuja's bhavishyadhAchArya Vigraham, that is seen in Thiruvaimozhi Pillai established temple in the western side of Alvar Tirunagari. That particular Sannidhi was established by Thiruvaimozhi Pillai, and there we see Ramanuja's Vigraham, divine form, and nammAzhwAr's Vigraham is seen in the Alvar Tirunagari temple. So this is the first bhavishyadhAchArya Vigraham that was revealed and that was given by nammAzhwAr. For this, we see mainly there is oral tradition. Traditionally, we have been hearing this history, and that is the main source of this information. All our Acharyas, Purva Acharyas have explained this story, this incident, and we see that that is how this Vigraham was received. On the other hand, there is talk about second bhavishyadhAchArya Vigraham. Now, nAthamunigaL goes to Alvar Tirunagari or comes to Alvar Tirunagari, and he desires to know about namAzhwAr and namAzhwAr's pasurams. He comes here and he asks local people here, and they say, we don't know about namAzhwAr's pasurams, but we know that there is Kannadum Chiruthambu, which is about namAzhwAr, and if anyone can fully meditate upon namAzhwAr and recite in yoga posture 12,000 times this Kannadum Chiruthambu, it is said by our elders that namAzhwAr will bless them with divine vision. He will manifest himself there and he will give them all the necessary knowledge and devotion. nAthamunigaL, being an expert in Yoga Shastram, he was able to easily focus and recite Kannadum Chiruthambu 12,000 times, deeply meditating upon namAzhwAr's glories and praying for namAzhwAr's appearance, divine presence there. So namAzhwAr, being pleased with nAthamunigaL's efforts, he manifests himself in a beautiful way to be read by the inner vision of nAthamunigaL. And he first asks, what is the desire of nAthamunigaL? And nAthamunigaL says, I want to learn this 1,000 pasurams of yourself. And then namAzhwAr gives Tiruvaimozhi 1,000 pasurams or the 1,102 pasurams. And then namAzhwAr also says, I have written other prabandhams and I will teach you those as well. So he teaches Tiruvirutham, Tiruvasiriyam and Periya Tiruvandadi as well. And then he also says, I will bless you with the prabandhams of other Alvars also. So he gives all of those. And he gives the meanings of all of those also. This is how our tradition, our parampara has lived. Directly from namAzhwAr, nAthamunigaL got all of those pasurams as well as the meanings for the pasurams and all the necessary charitram of all the Alvars. Everything was given by namAzhwAr to nAthamunigaL. And at that time, while explaining Poliga Pasuram, Padiham in Tiruvaimozhi, at that time, nAthamunigaL gets a beautiful vision of namAzhwAr at that time. And actually, nAthamunigaL sees that beautiful form in his dream. He sees namAzhwAr with Kashaya Vastram. And then nAthamunigaL becomes very amazed and he comes to namAzhwAr under the tamarind tree. That is where he was meditating, Tirupuli Alvar. And then he is asking namAzhwAr, I saw this great dream where I could see you, but you were wearing Kashaya Vastram. And then namAzhwAr says, that is the bhavishyadhAchArya who is going to appear. He is very much like me. He is like my lotus feet. And then he says he will be appearing very soon in this world and he will help everyone reach Bhagavan. Hearing that, nAthamunigaL becomes very happy and he says, can I have such great personalities vigraham form? And then namAzhwAr is ordering a Shirpi sculptor who is very devoted to Alvar. And namAzhwAr says that you have to make a vigraham now, which should resemble me as well as he should be having these features of bhavishyadhAchArya. So namAzhwAr guides that sculptor to make the sculpture, that divine vigraham. And that person makes it without eating anything, without drinking anything. He just continuously works on the divine vigraham and then he makes it and he hands it over to namAzhwAr and namAzhwAr hands it over to nAthamunigaL. From nAthamunigaL, that vigraham goes to Uyyakundar. Towards the end of nAthamunigaL's life here in this world, he hands over the vigraham to Uyakondar, saying that this is the vigraham of the person who is going to appear in the near future and he will reform everyone. And Uyakondar similarly gives that vigraham to Manakal Nambi. Manakal Nambi gives that vigraham to Alavandar. With the help of this vigraham and with the help of the identifications which were given by nammAzhwAr. nammAzhwAr also says that he will appear in the Arudra Nakshatram, Tiruvadirai Nakshatram. And he says he will have a majestic appearance, he will be very tejasvi, very knowledgeable and so on. So these descriptions are given of that bhavishyadhAchArya. So all of those were also passed down by the parampara. And when Alavandar received that vigraham, he uses that vigraham to identify Ramanuja. When Ramanuja was Ilayalvar, Alavandar goes to Kanchipuram and he wants to see him, Ilayalvar, to see whether there is similarity between the vigraham he has and the divine form of Ilayalvar, Ramanuja's Purvashraman, when he was a Grihastha at that time. So he sees that vigraham, he sees the actual Ilayalvar, and he sees there is a match. And he finds out that he also has Tiruvadirai Nakshatram. And then he also understands that he's been a brilliant student in his Gurukulam, and he is able to question his Guru, Yadav Prakasha, when he is wrongly explaining the philosophy. So all of those match. So Alavandar identifies that this is the bhavishyadhAchArya, and that is what made Alavandar Yamunacharya decide that he should be the next Acharya, because he has arrived already. So when Alavandar ascends to Paramapadam, at that time he hands over the vigraham to Tirukottiyur Nambi. And from Tirukottiyur Nambi, that vigraham goes to his daughter, Devaki Pirati, that is her daughter. So all of these information are available in Charamopaya Nirnayam. This is a beautiful grantham authored by Nayanar Achan Pillai, who is the son of Periyavachan Pillai. So he has beautifully highlighted the greatness of Bhagavad Ramanuja in that work. In that grantham, this second vigraham, bhavishyadhAchArya vigraham, is identified. Now, we know the first vigraham is present in Alvar Tirunagari. The second vigraham, we are not sure, because in that grantham there is only mention up to Tirukottiyur Nambi's daughter. After that, we don't know where that vigraham went. If we go to Tirukottiyur nowadays, in that Ramanuja Salidhi, they are showing a small vigraham saying that this is that bhavishyadhAchArya vigraham. It is possibly true, we don't know, because that vigraham is very small. That is what makes it a little bit difficult to understand that why nammAzhwAr will give a very small vigraham. But it is possible, we don't know. But that is where the information is available in Charmopaya name. This whole trail of how the vigraham was passed on from one Acharya to another is shown, but we don't know exactly where that second bhavishyadhAchArya vigraham is. But the first bhavishyadhAchArya vigraham is what is seen in Alvar Tirunagari.
ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download KOYIL, KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, KOYIL.org.